Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel for another Be Kind to Your Mind video to start off a new month and help us really look after our minds this month as we head into the end of the year 2021. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Laura and I am the illustrator and creator behind Laura Jane Illustrations on Instagram, where I aim to create content that helps you feel good about yourself. In today's Be Kind to Your Mind video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 ways that you can add more mindfulness to your month. So let's get started. So before we talk about what we can do to add more mindfulness to our month, let's first reflect on what mindfulness actually is. So mindfulness is a bit of a buzzword that has been around for the last few years. Mindfulness is about developing more self-awareness and really being present in your everyday life. It's about grounding yourself to the moment and really living in that moment. Mindfulness is about stepping away from reevaluating your choices of the past or worrying about the future and instead living in the moment. But mindfulness also has a lot of benefits to our well-being. Mindfulness encourages us to slow down, and because of this, it can help reduce stress, and it can be also a great way to help with managing anxiety. So for me, a lot of my anxiety is based around worrying about what's going to happen next, being worried about the aspects of my life or the things that are out of my control, and worrying about the future. Through a practice of mindfulness, I can really ground myself to the moment and focus on being present with the here and now, the things that I am grateful for in this moment, and also really infuse myself into the aspects of my life that I can actually control, which are the things around me in my environment and how I feel about them and how I react to them. So now that we understand a little bit more of what mindfulness is, let's think about how we can add it to our everyday life. One of the ways that I most like to add mindfulness to my day or my week is by getting outside and going for walks in nature. I'm lucky that I have a dog, and so we really have to go outside every day for her exercise. But I try to be really more mindful when I do this practice and really engage with what I'm experiencing in nature around me. So how can we be mindful when we go for a walk outside? Some of the things that I like to do is to stop at a certain point in my walk and really become conscious of the sounds that I can hear around me. I also try to look closely at the things around me, the colors I can see, the clouds in the sky, what are the smells in the air, and really ground myself to the moment through my senses. Other things that can help you be mindful when you go for a walk is maybe collecting some things in nature, which can be really nice in autumn, for example, when there are lots of nuts and fruits just naturally available to us in nature. But it's also a nice activity to do in spring when you might be able to collect some flowers. This activity of looking for something to collect helps us to really become present in the moment. The second way that I like to add more mindfulness to my day is through a gratitude practice. I actually have a whole other Be Kind to Your Mind video about gratitude practices and how you can add them to your life. But one simple way that I like to do it is by reflecting at the end of the day about one thing that I was grateful for. The reason that this helps me add more mindfulness to my day is if I know that I'm going to be writing in my journal about one thing that I was grateful for today, it helps me to become more aware of my day as it's happening because I'm looking out for that one thing that I'm going to write in my gratitude diary. When I started doing a gratitude practice, this is probably one of the biggest impacts that I noticed that it had, was that it made me more mindful of everything that was happening in my day because of the fact that I was looking out for those things that I would write in my gratitude journal at the end of the day. And finally, a third way that I like to add more mindfulness to my days and weeks is by doing random acts of kindness. Random acts of kindness help me to connect with people around me, which is actually something that I find quite difficult because of my social anxiety. By being mindful of my friends and colleagues and how they're feeling and assessing what I could do to make their day a little bit better, it helps me to connect to the moment and also helps me to connect to the relationships that I have with the people around me. Random acts of kindness aren't something that we need to plan in advance, but rather something that we do for someone out of kindness because of something that we recognize in that moment that maybe they need. By looking out for things that I could do out of kindness for other people, it helps me be more mindful in the moment of not only my own feelings, but also the feelings of the people around me and how I can impact change in those feelings. Rather than worrying about the future, I can use what I know now to come up with a quick solution that might help boost other people's moods. And that's how mindfulness can really help with problem solving as well. So there you go, 3 very simple ways to help you to connect with the now and add a little bit more mindfulness to your month. I encourage you this month to get outside as much as you can. Maybe start a gratitude journal and look out for something you can be grateful for each day, and to look out for the people around you and try and find some nice random acts of kindness that you can do for them throughout the weeks of this month. If you liked this video, be sure to click on that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you get reminders when new videos go up. If you have any questions about mindfulness or how you could add some more mindfulness to your weeks and days, you can leave them in the comments down below. Equally, if you have any ideas about how we can add more mindfulness to our month, share them with us in the comments below. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that it has inspired you to add some more mindfulness to your month. That's all from me today, and I will see you again really soon.